It's time for Coffee with the Chicken Ladies, a podcast for people who love chickens.
Hey everybody, and welcome. It's Chrisie&Holly from Coffee with the Chicken Ladies. We're here, and this is episode number 264 of our podcast, where we talk about everything chicken, family, fun, and
more chickens.
More chickens! We drink a ton of coffee. I'm talking a ton. But most importantly,
we hug chickens every day.
And we kiss them too. Don't forget. We brew coffee from a little coffee roaster in Houston, Texas. Bright and early coffee. Holly, what kind of coffee are we brewing today?
Oh, today is some really, really delicious hazelnut.
You can't go wrong with hazelnut. Now,
it feels really holiday to me.
Feels really hazelnutty. And if you
that works.
If you're not drinking this hazelnut, you're missing out. So use the code CWTCL15 for 15% off a bagged coffee. Holly, where should everybody go?
brightenearlycoffee.com.
And if you need K-Cups, go over to Amazon and follow them on social media. Are you ready to sip some of this delicious hazelnut coffee and chat?
I am. But first, a word from our sponsors.
We have some exciting news to share from our sponsor, Grubbly Farms. They're here, new and improved, Grubbly's World Harvest.
I'm a longtime subscriber, and my flock love the healthy, nutritious treats, plus orders $40 and more ship free.
If you haven't heard, Grubbly's has a fantastic layer pellet and crumble feed. It's packed with plant and insect protein, perfect for those picky chickens and ducks.
Grubbly Farms makes food and treats for healthy pets and planet.
To support us and Grubbly Farms, use the link grubbly.co/coffee. Try it today. Mid-December, not ready. Blah, 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 blah.
You're not ready for Christmas.
No, not nearly ready. But
yeah.
As I was doing the intro and it says we talk about family and fun, and I just had a memory go back in my head as I was saying it on the way home from Ohio when we saw the family fun zone. Oh. And it was packed. It was
we were like, no family fun. No family fun today. No.
No. It was like the last place too that we saw before we saw nothing for 2 straight hours.
It was packed. I mean, everyone in this town must have been in the family fun place.
You were like, well, according to our podcast, we like family and fun. So and you're like, but you couldn't pay me $1 million to go in there.
I probably did say that.
I was like, yeah, I don't want to go there either.
We were ready to go home anyway. We'd had a very hard day of antiquing, so I had that giant contraband ceramic duck in the backseat of the car.
That I went right on live and pointed it right at you, and Pete was on there.
Oh, my husband was right there. I'm like, you let that cat out of the bag. Here I am standing here trying not to look guilty with like a 2 foot long, it's not 2 feet long, like a 1.5 foot long duck sculpture.
Hey, Pete, look what Holly has. Well,
we had so much fun. That was such a fun trip. I'm in the antiquing mood. I, for once, am finished with Christmas gifts.
Oh my God.
I know, I'm always the one who's like dragging her feet, and you're usually way finished. But yeah, shoes on the other foot this year, Toots.
Yeah. It's a little crazy over here right now.
You just need to embrace the online shopping. It solves so many problems.
It does. And usually I do, but I don't even have time for that right now. So I'm just running around like crazy, but hopefully it will be done very soon.
Excellent.
Hopefully it'll be done.
You have a plan.
Be good. I've got a plan. Whether or not that plan's going to work.
You need a plan B.
Plan Z. Exactly. So how are things over there?
They're pretty good. I mean, we just got through a wicked mini cold snap, and everyone's done really well. I was really worried about the ducks' water freezing, but you know why the ducks' water didn't freeze?
Why? Oh, because they're always in it.
They're always in it. It's always moving. Like there's a rim of ice around the edges of, the shallow pool there, but they're always in it. So I was like, okay, that works out.
I was very happy today when I returned and the water wasn't frozen. I was like, okay. Because today was it was like 29 to 32 going back and forth.
That reminds me of something I wanted to say, because you know how over the years with our omelets, when we have wicked cold snaps, in the coops where we don't have power and there's only 1 or 2, Pete will put like gallons of hot water in there. and it keeps the temperature up. Well, last night, so this is the first winter that the ducks are in, and they're in the Nestera wagon.
Okay.
And we weren't sure how it was going to go because I've been doing some deep litter in there. And at midnight, so it went down to 12 degrees last night here.
Yeah, it was cold. It was cold.
At midnight, Pete took out 2 hot gallon jugs and put in there with the ducks. And would you believe those jugs were completely unfrozen this morning?
That's good.
Yeah. So I was really pleased with that.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, right now, little man, he's by his heater. He's he's too
he's a soft chicken. He's a little soft guy.
Can I warm these feathers up, please? So we're almost there. We're almost ready for the holidays. It's getting cold. Get those heaters going for those chickens. Give them a little bit of heat. Give them some love, hugs, all those good things. Okay. And on that note, if you're listening to our show and you're loving it, head on over to Apple Podcast and leave us a written review. It does amazing things for the growth of our show. And while you're there, hit that subscribe button because they count them. And why would you want to miss this? You wouldn't.
Why would you want to miss this?
So hit that damn subscribe button.
If you're looking for other ways to support the podcast, you can tell a few chicken, duck, goose, turkey, and perhaps even guinea fowl loving friends about us. You can share your favorite episodes on social media. You can become a patron of the show, patreon.com/coffeewiththechickenladies. Thank you to all of our absolutely wonderful patrons. And the other thing you can do to help support the show is visit our website and our show notes, use our affiliate links and discount codes, and buy products from our sponsors.
Yay! Holly Ann, have you heard of this new game, Chicken Challengers?
I have.
It is hilarious. It's a fast-paced party board game where chickens battle it out to become the ultimate barnyard champion.
It's a lot of fun. You can use some strategy, you can bluff, try to outsmart the other players.
It was so easy for my parents to learn, and it's endlessly replayable.
You can play it with as few as 2 players up to about 8, and it's fun for kids, teens, and adults. Everyone loves it.
Now learn more at chickenchallengers.com or find it on Amazon today.
Just search Chicken Challengers.
You know what I love when it's 95 degrees outside?
Being inside.
Well, that too, but I really love cleaning my igloo chicken coop.
Yeah, it is so easy to clean. You don't have to break a sweat.
And you can use a water hose or pressure washer, so it doubles as a cool down. I also love those run covers.
Oh man, the shade is superb. I go into the run to cool off.
Yep, my flock's covered during the heat of the day, just chillin'.
Meanwhile, we're melting on the patio. Seriously, can we get in on this amazing coop design for ourselves?
They're out there living the dream.
So when it's pushing 100 degrees, the right setup matters.
That's why we choose an igloo.
Get your girls their own just in time for summer.
Search Omelette. That's OMLET.
The Breed Spotlight is brought to you by Murray McMurray Hatchery, defining quality for generations. For over a century, Murray McMurray Hatchery has remained a trusted family-owned business, working tirelessly to ensure our poultry meet the highest standards. Whether you are an experienced enthusiast or just embarking on the journey, look to McMurray Hatchery for guaranteed quality, rare and heritage breeds, low minimums, and all the supplies you need to raise your flock. Request a free catalog today.
It's time for the Breed Spotlight, yeah!
Yeah. And this week, we're doing one of our favorite chickens. Neither one of us have this chicken, but we love this chicken. You are not this chicken because you didn't go anywhere near long enough.
I know. But the thing kept cutting me off.
Yeah. Well, this week we're talking about the Denizli Longcrower.
Because they're long crowers, man.
Oh my God, they are. I just laugh with joy every time I hear me a longcrower.
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
Now, the Denizli Longcrower is a rare heritage breed bird from the Denizli region of southern Turkey. Besides these chickens, Denizli is best known for its hot springs. Boy, they sound really good right about now.
Let's go.
Hot springs. And its history of producing very high quality cotton.
Another good thing. Let's get over there.
Right? The city's a couple of hours inland from the Aegean coast. And I thought this was fascinating. Apparently, a large percent of U.S. grown cotton goes to Turkey for manufacturing.
Nice.
Yeah. because we don't have manufacturing plants for cotton here anymore. But that's a whole other story. Now, this area where Denizli is, it has a Mediterranean climate, and the Denizli Longcrower is a slender bird with a big comb to help them deal with the heat.
Oh, yeah.
Longcrowers in general are a group of chickens that are known primarily for their very long crow.
I mean, and they can go long. There's actually contests out there where they see how long they can go.
Oh, yeah. There are at least 20 different longcrower breeds from around the world. And the earliest known reference to a longcrower was during China's Han Dynasty, which was around 48 BC.
Wow.
The Denizli has been present in Turkey for at least 1,000 years. This bird remains important enough for the government to assist in efforts to increase their numbers in their home country. We love to hear that.
Yes, that's very good.
Now, I thought this was really fun, and you can Google it and look at it. About 15 years ago, a giant, colorful sculpture of a Denizli rooster was unveiled in the city of Denizli.
I mean, that's a big deal there.
Right?
I mean, why wouldn't it be? Come on.
And a few years after that, the Denizli Longcrowers were imported to the U.S. by Greenfire Farms.
Yeah, that's amazing. If you want to see good videos too, go over to Greenfire Farms and to their Instagram. They put lots of videos, and those birds crow a long time.
Oh, wow. It makes me so happy when I hear them. In case you're wondering what they're used for, longcrowers have been selected and bred for sustained crowing. That's it. Sustained crowing.
To make us laugh and be happy.
I guess the crow can last as long as 60 seconds. The most average around 15 seconds, and 30 to 35 seconds is considered very good. And like you said earlier, there are long crowing contests that are very popular in other parts of the world. Now, the beautiful Denizli often hits that 30-second mark, but as the rooster gets older, his crow tends to become shorter.
Casper?
He's a Swedish flower, and he's not a long crower, but yes. His
crow is now moan. It's not a crow anymore. It's bad. Whenever at your house, I'm like, oh my God, Casper.
Don't tell him that. He thinks he's still a studly young rooster. He doesn't know.
Don't enter any long crowing contest, Casper.
No, we will not. We will not.
Now, the Denizlis are slender. They're a medium-bodied bird with long legs and long necks. They could be models. So roosters weigh in around 6 to 7 pounds, while hens are about 5 pounds. So they're not huge.
No.
They're kind of like tall. You know what I mean? They're like a tall bird.
Yes.
They vaguely are reminiscent of a bigger Egyptian fiumi.
Right, so think about that. With the slender body and the long neck, they have very similar, like, lines.
Yeah, and the chicks are red. So, yeah,
yes, they're chicks. Really pretty. These are interesting birds.
Now, they have a large straight comb, of course, dark slate legs, and red earlobes, and may sometimes be half white. That's a wild one. I don't know. Have we seen that yet?
Yeah, Swedish flowers can have some white on them, too.
Okay, cool. Now, the Denizli hens are okay layers. Expect about 100 large white eggs per year, and these chickens rarely go broody. They're not going to go broody, so you're really not going to have to worry about that. And if you want chicks, you're going to have a broody hen or an incubator or, to hatch these eggs. They're not going to be big mamas.
Did you catch that this is another breed that has red earlobes and lays white eggs?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, they have half and half.
Well, it's not like when the half and half earlobes, it's not like you're seeing that thick white earlobe that you see on the Mediterraneans.
Right.
It's like some white pigment, but it's not like white, like, what I'm trying to say.
So, yeah, exactly. They're half and half, but they're laying these white eggs, which is great. I mean, sometimes a lot of people go according to this earlobe color egg laying, but there are a lot of exceptions to the rule.
There are a lot of exceptions to the rule, but boy, would I like eggs the color of silky earlobes.
Oh, yes, for sure.
But they do not exist, alas.
Now, Greenfire Farm note that these are very chatty hens. I mean, if you got a male that's crowing for 60 seconds, can you imagine sometimes you're going to have a hen that's going to be chatty to go with her man?
Well, they do have a bit more of an elongated sound. Greenfire's got some good videos up. So, where a normal hen might be like, bok, 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 they're like, bark, 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 bark. I can't believe I just did that.
You've been hanging out with me too long.
Lots of noises.
Okay, so they are enthusiastic singers of the egg song, and they also have a lot to say when you're collecting their eggs. They want
apparently
you to see
so.
those eggs.
Yes, they have a lot to say. Yeah.
Okay, so these birds were selected for crowing, and we do love that, but they also have some practical traits. What are they, Holly Ann?
They're good foragers, and they can make a really good addition to a garden or permaculture setup. The hens don't lay as many eggs as we're used to, but they do contribute. I mean, 100 eggs is 100 eggs.
100 eggs is 100 eggs, and they're a lot of fun to watch. Definitely fun to hear, that's for sure. And they are a calm breed and can be pretty friendly when they've been handled since they were chicks. And I mean, if you're going to have one rooster, this could be the rooster to have.
Well, again, head over to Greenfire and watch their videos. So there are a couple things that they said that I thought were really, really helpful. The first is that the Denizlis don't need anywhere near as many hens as some other breeds do. So I'm pretty sure they said like 3 to 5 hens is enough for one Denizli rooster.
And they're going to like warm climates. Okay. So they're from the Mediterranean. They're going to have big combs and wattles.
Right.
So look at where you live too. If you live in a really, really cold area, this may not be a good bird for you, or you're going to have to put some supplemental heat out there for them in the winter.
As we have 12 degrees and I have a coop full of Mediterraneans.
With heaters.
With heaters, right. Exactly. With heaters. They did say that they are very friendly. The more you handle them, the better it is. They can become really, really good pets, and get used to being handled.
I feel like that's typical of the Mediterraneans.
Yeah.
They're not like, they do have what people call flightiness, and we've always said this all along. This isn't a bad thing.
Right.
But they are bred to kind of be aware of their surroundings, but they can bond with you, especially if you put in the time, you're going to get back the bond.
Right.
So, this is another Mediterranean that is going to need some more bonding time in the beginning, and it will pay off for their life.
And if you live in a place with a particularly obnoxious homeowners association, I highly recommend you get several Denizli Longcrowers. Let them do their thing every day, all day long.
And I mean, they're not a small bird. They're like medium size. So the crow is going to be a little louder. Like I have Little Man and he is a small guy. So his crow is not very big. Same with you with the Nankins.
They're squeaky toys.
Yeah. It's not like that crow that you can feel in your gut when they crow, so he's in the garage with his heater, right? But he's crowing in the garage this morning and you can barely hear him from outside the garage.
Yeah.
But this chicken is known for this crowing, so it's going to be a little louder. So be aware of that when you're getting them. But this would be the rooster to have, man.
They're really cool. These are really cool birds.
And you could start like a neighborhood crowing contest, get more people to get long crowers.
I love that idea.
And you could have a block party. Everybody bring your long crower.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one contest with animals that I would actually agree with because they would love to crow.
Absolutely.
So if you have the Denizli Longcrower, you got to send us pictures. We've got to see them. We got to see them.
I saw some like independent breeders scattered around. I feel like buyer beware with that. If you really want to know you're getting purebred Denizlis, you need to go to Greenfire Farms.
Yeah, we love them over there. So check them out, then get them, then send us some video of your crowers going off. We want to see this stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you ready to dive into the fascinating world of backyard ducks? Look no further than Metzer Farms, your premier destination for top quality waterfowl. Whether you're a seasoned breeder or just starting out, Metzer Farms has everything you need to elevate your flock to the next level. And if you're passionate about call ducks, you're in for a treat.
Metzer Farms hatches a stunning variety of call ducks, meticulously bred for their miniature size, beauty, and calm temperament. From snowy whites to vibrant colors, each duck is a masterpiece waiting to grace your backyard. Visit MetzerFarms.com today to browse their extensive selection and start your journey into the wonderful world of waterfowl. Metzer Farms, where passion meets perfection.
If you're looking for a chicken coop that's produced in a planet-friendly, sustainable way, try Nestera.
Each coop is made from highly durable, 100% recycled plastic that keeps the equivalent of up to 2,000 shampoo bottles out of a landfill.
Their clean, modern design will fit into any garden or run area and comes with an industry-beating 25-year warranty and a range of handy accessories.
Simple to put together, so quick and easy to clean, and most importantly, red mite resistant. Your chickens will love it.
Quick shipping from Nestera US.
For a 5% discount, use the affiliate link in our show notes, on our website, and on Instagram. Link in bio. Check them out today.
Eaton Pet and Pasture is a farmer-owned company based in upstate New York that creates USA-made sustainable products for backyard chicken keepers. From low-dust hemp bedding and comfy aspen nesting pads to nutritious treats and odor-eliminating products, everything is designed to keep your coop clean, healthy, and smelling egg-tastic.
All their products are made right here in the USA with ingredients that are safe for your flock and the planet. So whether you're doing a deep clean or just a quick refresh, Eaton makes it simple to care for your coop the natural way.
They're your one-stop shop for coop freshness and flock happiness, made easy.
Visit EatonPetAndPasture.com to explore the full line of flock favorites and use the code COFFEE at checkout for a first-time purchase discount. So are we ready to move on to main topic? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, this week's main topic, we are discussing, it's a deep dive into deep litter. Ha ha ha.
That's made me laugh.
So, because you know what? This is a time of the year that you want to really use this method.
It was really interesting to look into the history of this and the practical applications and, get a really good grasp of the fundamentals. But there are still things I have questions about, like science-wise. So if you hear people talking about it and you don't know what it is, the deep litter method is a way to manage bedding in your coops and poultry houses. It depends on microbes that break down the litter and all the soiled bedding. Essentially, you are letting your bedding compost in the coop, and the result is some really fantastic compost that will do great things in your garden.
And the good thing about this time of the year is you don't really have to worry about the bug stuff going on when this is happening.
Right, although the bugs do help break it down to some extent, but right.
I'm talking about like the flies and stuff like that, so this is the time of the year to do it, right? Because the bugs are breaking it down, but they're little tiny ones that aren't bothering you and bothering your chickens.
Through all my reading, and this confused me because I know, and we're going to talk more about this, but one of the byproducts is heat. And so what I was confused about was a lot of the older stuff I was reading was saying, start your deep litter in spring.
Mm-hmm.
And in the summer, it's working on a low level. But by the winter, when you want the heat from it, it's composting at a high level and creating a lot of heat.
Right.
But I'm not sure I would want any heat in my coops in summer. It's already hot enough.
I agree. I mean, I'm changing once to twice a week in the summer.
Yeah.
Because I don't want anything to create a fly area in there. I don't want heat in there. I don't want anything. And you don't have to use nearly the bedding that you need to use in the winter. So it's just a layer down and, you can keep changing it out. But you're right. Like you almost want to start in the fall. And this is what we've been talking about, starting your deep litter in the fall.
I mean, I just don't like the idea of, it's just hot enough here in Maryland. So even if it is the best way to do it, I don't think there's any way I would set up deep litter in the spring and through the summer. So let's dig in a little bit and then, people can make up their own minds how they want to do this.
Because this practice has been around for quite a while, like hundreds of years, if not longer. The byproducts of a well-managed deep litter system are of that wonderful compost, but also, like you were talking about, Holly, the heat.
So those microbes and the matter that they're breaking down, sometimes they'll give off enough heat to raise the temperature substantially in a coop and add warmth in the winter. So on small farms where, we're talking like early America, pre-Civil War, even up to the very early 1900s, on small farms or homesteads where very little was wasted, deep litter was an economical and practical solution, right?
Because when the system worked, many poultry keepers noticed that their birds were very happy and healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now. Those people must have been equally happy to have a way to manage their coops in the winter. And when there was no easy way to heat a coop, it was actually less work for them to do it in the cold. You know what I mean? To do this part.
Yeah, exactly. To maintain the deep litter on the coldest days, It didn't require a lot of work from you. It was...
You're turning it. That's it.
Exactly. No, you don't have to turn it with chickens. That's the beauty of doing it with chickens. Chickens turn it themselves.
They do. I mean, in my coop, I do turn it because I feel like at night and first thing in the morning, they're not doing a lot of turning. So I do turn it now.
Okay. Well, that comes down to know your flock, right?
Know your flock. Know your flock.
So in the 1940s, deep litter, or sometimes you see it referred to as the buildup method, it got the attention of commercial agriculture. So in the UK, have you ever heard of the Land Girls in the UK?
No.
Okay.
I have not.
So the Land Girls were more officially known as the Women's Land Army, and they were a civilian organization that was started during the First World War and carried over through the Second World War. Essentially, they were groups of women who were moved out into agricultural areas to do the farm work that was normally done by the men who were off fighting in the war. So a lot of the Land Girls during this time were managing poultry houses and coops using the deep litter method. So it not only made less work for them, it also used fewer resources. I mean, they probably didn't have as much, shavings or straw or whatever to do clean out a couple times a week.
I mean, this is the main thing with this. You can save a lot of product by using this in the winter, but just simply turning. You're not going to be...
Well, right. I mean, just being, regularly frugal helps with that. But during wartime, they really, really needed to be frugal. So it got a lot of people's attention. So their use of this process got a lot of people's attention. It kind of jump-started people saying, hey, like maybe my grandfather used to do this. I'm going to try this.
Right.
Now, this was really interesting. In the 1940s, the Ohio Agricultural Experiment Station, which is now part of Ohio State University, they decided to do some larger scale experimenting with deep litter. Among other things, they used deep litter in their chick brooders. Now, this isn't like 5 chicks in your bathroom. This is like big chick brooders, right?
Right.
But what they found was, when managed properly, like when the deep litter system was working the way it was intended, the chicks that were hatching had fewer outbreaks of coccidiosis.
I mean, if you're constantly, turning and they're turning and moving it, I mean, it's breaking down versus staying there.
Well, so what they figured out was that the deep litter system, because of the way the microbes broke things down, and, there was still some of the coccidia present, but not enough for a really deadly outbreak. So this sort of small, sustained exposure helped the chicks' immune system build up natural immunity. Now, many of these studies are focused on meat operations where the animals don't remain on the bedding very long.
Right.
Most small farms here in the U.S. that use deep litter generally clean and start over at least one time, but sometimes they'll start over 2 to 3 times per year just to clean everything out and, get things going again. So the reason I'm mentioning that is because long term, if you're wanting to do deep litter for long term, you do occasionally have to start over with it.
You do. You can't just leave it. So what I want to talk about now is how does it work? Let's talk about how this actually works. The deep litter system itself is at its core, it's composting, right? So we're basically composting inside of our coop. So it works the same way. Microbes break down the poop and the shavings and other bedding that you're going to put in there. Just like compost, there needs to be enough moisture to keep the microbes thriving. So you do need some moisture, and it needs to be turned pretty regularly so that that substrate stays loose and the microbes get oxygen. Because if not, think about it this way. If it's packed down from them sitting on it, it's just going to stay packed down.
Right.
There's no air. There's nothing that can get the moisture. It can't get to those microbes to let them live and do their thing and break all the stuff down. So ideally, your animals will do the labor, unless you have a flock like mine of turning over. Mine tend to flatten it. So that's why I go out with the mini long-handled shovel, and it takes like every day, just go through it.
It doesn't take long. Yeah, I turn it for the ducks because ducks don't really dig through things.
Yeah.
And it's only a couple minutes. It's not hard.
Now, the chickens and the other critters that root through the bedding, this is perfect. They're perfect
I think,
for this.
Like turkeys and quail, maybe, I think they all dig, so I think they would work with it,
Right.
turn it for you.
Exactly. Unless you have some lazy poultry, which I do. So you also need to regularly add more bedding to absorb some of the moisture and the ammonia, as well as balance, of that, make that balance of the brown and the green matter. So you do have to turn over and add, and you could do that on the same day. You can turn over one day, turn over and add the next. It's just a process as you're getting into. You're going to be out there with them no matter what. And, the poop is nitrogen rich and it's considered green matter. So in composting science,
right. You'll see that over and over. You'll see green matter, you'll see brown matter, right.
And the bedding is carbon rich and considered brown matter. There you go. That's your science lesson for today, everybody.
So you want 2 to 3 parts brown matter to 1 part green matter.
Exactly.
So as your deep litter system is working, you want about a third poop and the other 2/3 to be shavings or something that's breaking down.
And that's why you have to keep adding and not just let it go down, because you'll have too much poop at the bottom.
Yeah. Or too much moisture. Like too much moisture will let anaerobic microbes grow.
That's the bad stuff.
That's always bad.
So you'll set up your system with very thick layers of bedding, like about 6 inches deep, and you'll usually add an inch or two of new bedding, once a week or every few days, depending upon your coop and your birds.
Yeah. You don't want things to get too dry and dusty. That's not good. And like we said before, you don't want them too wet. The best beddings to use are wood shavings, hemp, or even something like rice husks, which they use in a lot of Asian poultry houses use rice husk. I thought that was
pretty
interesting.
Cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But you want a bedding like that to get things going. Don't start off your deep litter system with hay or straw because they don't break down quickly enough. In fact, straw takes an enormously long time to break down.
This is one of the reasons why we don't like straw and hay in any coops or runs, because if your chickens eat them, they don't break down. So
a lot of people will use hay and straw in poultry houses.
Yeah.
And the waterfowl really like it. But if you're using it for deep litter in the waterfowl, again, it just doesn't break down fast enough.
No, it doesn't break down. I mean, look at how long it takes in life to break down.
Right, yeah.
It's not good.
No, it isn't. You can add them. You can add chopped hay or chopped straw once the system's established because they'll break down a little faster with the microbes working. But just keep in mind that it just takes them much longer to decompose.
Exactly.
So all of this sounds great, right? I mean, there's some really concrete benefits to deep litter, but here's the problem. You have to be very observant when it comes to your litter.
Oh, yeah, because if you get mold in there, forget it.
It's got to be cleaned out. If it gets smelly and it's not controlling ammonia, like if you go in and it's smelly and you add more shavings and turn it over and it's still really smelly, that might be too much for your birds. You might have to clean it out. If it gets too dusty.
Yeah, I mean,
anything like that, mold, dust, too much moisture, blah, blah, blah. If you can't repair it by turning it and adding more bedding, clean it out and start over. Because the reality is there are plenty of bacteria and fungus that will happily take over an out of balance deep litter setup. So you need to be vigilant about it as you go.
So here's the thing. If you don't stay up on these things like if they eat the shavings, they can have crop infections. If they breathe this stuff in, they can get respiratory infections.
Yeah, so, like Pasteurella infections, brooder pneumonia.
Bad things. So you need to make sure that you do the small things in between and keep it going. Or if it's not for you, do the clean out every other week.
Yep.
That's not hard either.
No, whatever works for you. I mean,
yeah,
it really is a great system when it works, but like you can't be lazy about it. You just can't be like throwing extra shavings on it every now and again and saying that's deep litter, because it's not. If it's not actively composting and breaking down, then it's not really deep litter.
You have to turn it. You have to turn it. That's for sure. So I had my family over the other night and we played this really new, awesome game called Chicken Challengers. Have you heard of it?
I have.
It was so much fun. These chickens battle it out to be the ultimate chicken in the barnyard. It's crazy.
It's really fun. There's hilarious artwork and lots of chicken puns. I just loved it.
It's guaranteed laughter. You know what? For family nights, for game nights, hey, we should take this on conventions with us.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's all ages. Kids, adults, anyone can play.
Now, learn more at chickenchallengers.com or find it on Amazon today.
Just search for Chicken Challengers. If your flock could talk, they would thank you for shopping at Eaton Pet and Pasture, your one-stop shop for coop freshness and flock happiness made easy.
From their all-natural USA-made favorites like hemp bedding, roost refresh, and nesting pads to convenient product bundles that make chicken care simple, Eaton has everything you need to keep your coop clean, cozy, and odor-free.
Check them out at EatonPetAndPasture.com and use code COFFEE at checkout for a first-time purchase discount.
Okay, are we ready to move on to
Cracking the eggs.
cracking those eggs? Now, this week's recipe is
Chocolate Peppermint Crinkle Cookies, which say just Christmas, Christmas to me. I love these.
oh, yes. I mean, can you say more Christmas cookie than this?
I guess you could, but like to me, this is a perfect Christmas cookie.
It is. So let's go through the ingredients. Let's not waste any more time. 1 cup of granulated sugar, a half a cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, 2 large eggs, 2 teaspoons of peppermint extract or more to taste, 1 cup of all-purpose flour or gluten-free 1-to-1 flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 cup of confectioner's sugar, better known as
Powdered sugar.
for rolling those cookies.
In a large mixing bowl, you're going to beat together the granulated sugar, the cocoa powder, and the oil until it's completely combined. You're going to beat in your eggs and the peppermint extract until it's fully blended. In a medium bowl, you're going to whisk together the flour, the baking powder, and the salt, and then add that flour mixture to the eggs mixture and beat it just until all the ingredients are fully incorporated, but don't overmix it.
Right.
You're going to cover and chill that dough for at least 2 hours or longer. I like to make these up like the evening before I'm going to make the cookies and just let them sit in the fridge overnight.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're ready to bake, you're going to preheat your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 175 Celsius. And line a couple of baking sheets with parchment paper or silpats. Grab a generous tablespoon of cookie dough and roll it into a ball. And then roll each ball in the confectioner's sugar and place on your prepared baking sheets. You're going to pop these in the oven. They're going to bake for about 10 to 12 minutes. The cookies puff up and then they deflate when they come out of the oven, which makes them crinkle. That's where you get that sort of broken and uneven top.
I've made other kind of crinkle cookies. They're really cool. Like you get different flavors and stuff. They're really cool.
They're really cool. And they're really easy to make and they're really delicious. So wait until the cookies are completely cool. Then you can store them in your favorite Chicken Lady cookie jar and you're all set for your Christmas cookies.
And you can give them to whoever you'd like, yourself included, and enjoy. Or give them to your bestie and talk some chickens. Okay, so let's move on to retail therapy. Retail therapy. Yeah. This week's retail therapy, we are talking last-minute chicken gifts for the chicken lover in your life.
I mean, right off the bat, heated water dishes, cozy coop heaters, gift cards to your favorite hatcheries.
So if you want to buy gifts for your chickens, buy them panel heaters.
Right. Gifts for your chickens.
Gifts for your chickens.
Give your chickens what they really want this season.
Yes, exactly. Now, I mean, there are so many things out there that you can get. We talk about the jewelry all the time.
Yeah.
You can never go wrong with a last minute gift of the poultry that your person has that they love and getting them either a necklace, a bracelet, earrings, a ring, all the cool things in jewelry.
Chickens are so popular that there's just so much more chicken merchandise than there ever used to be.
It's great.
It is great. It's fantastic. I mean, everywhere I look, like I drive through my neighborhood and I'm like, there are a lot more chicken coops than there used to be. It's great.
There's a lot. So anything that you think that you're like, you want to get. In fact, I got Holly something at HomeSense the other day.
Do tell. Was it goosey?
No. But it was... It's
Ducky?
just something when you see for someone and you're just like, oh, okay. So I bought 2 of them. One for her and one for me.
Every time I buy a gift for you and it's something really cute, I'm like, one has to go in the cart for me too. No, we both have one.
The problem with buying your best friend who also loves chickens gifts is that you end up buying 2 of everything because you're like, I want one too.
Exactly.
So you get both.
It's true. It is true. It's very true.
There are so many different things. I mean, say blankets. You can get like chicken blankets.
I
now.
mean, I honestly think that gift cards to a farm supply store like TSC or something like that, you can't go wrong with that. And you can't go wrong with gift cards to your chicken person's favorite hatchery.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Here's another good one. As everybody knows, my birthday was the end of November. So my sister-in-law always gets me something special, for my birthday. And she loves giving me chicken stuff. And I love what she gets.
Uh-huh.
So this is Joe's sister, Michelle.
Right.
Not my other sister-in-law, Michelle. I have two Michelle sister-in-laws. So it's a tote bag. And it has like chicken stuff on it. And it says Chicken Lady. And she had my name put on it.
Oh, cute.
So it says Chicken Lady Chrissie.
That's really cute. Yeah, that's really neat.
And it's like a tote that you could use for shopping or a tote that you could use for traveling but it's kind of like that hard rubber, but it's so cool. So you can get something personalized. You know what's hot right now? Tote bags. Tote bags are so
tote bags
hot.
Not hot. Tote bags are...
In the UK, was I not obsessed with tote bags?
You buy more bags than anyone I've ever seen. I mean, I like a good tote bag, don't get me wrong, but I was like, look, she's buying more tote bags. Oh, look, she's buying more tote bags.
I think I even brought you a tote bag back from Little Havana in Miami.
Maybe you did.
I think I did.
And then we went to Paris and you bought even more tote bags.
I
bought one tote bag in Paris. You bought a bunch.
Well, that was part of why my luggage was so stuffed with all those tote bags.
In fact, here's my Paris tote bag right here because it has knitting in it.
Yes. So, tote bags, personalized chicken stuff with that. Socks are always... I love chicken socks.
Oh, I was going with just wool socks to wear out to the coop. I mean, you can approach this in a couple different ways, right?
Mm-hmm. Totally.
So, Darn Tough Vermont socks, they have a lot of farmy prints for their wool socks, which is really fun.
And wool socks are super warm to be going out in the cold every day taking care of chickens.
For sure, yeah.
And, there's just, go Google gifts for chickens and have fun and get something really unusual for your chicken friend because... right down to Pioneer Woman stuff. You can get stuff with chickens on it.
Oh, I love me some Pioneer Woman stuff.
All that kind of stuff. Go to the Goodwill, look for chicken stuff.
Yeah.
Get something in the wild because normally chicken ladies love that kind of stuff. They love it. Yeah. Chicken statues, chicken figurines, all the things.
Oh, all the things we talk about. Chicken cookie jars, chicken salt and pepper shakers, all of them. Yeah.
Go find
all that stuff.
And then
go forth and find yon chickens.
Go do it. Okay, so now that you're doing that, now that everybody's going out looking for the chicken gifts, should we tell everybody what we're going to be talking about next week?
Oh, next week is my kind of episode. We're spotlighting the diminutive but mighty Roman goose.
From my people, the Romans.
Yes. Main topic, we're talking about brooding goslings. Goslings 101.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cracking the eggs. That sounds delicious. German star cookies. They're German cinnamon star cookies. And they have a meringue coating on them.
That's yummy.
And then, we're keeping it on the theme and we're finishing up with retail therapy, goose jewelry.
Well, I might need some goose jewelry since I have goose nieces.
Yeah. Everyone needs goose jewelry.
Okay, so what should we tell everybody to do until next week?
Hug your chickens, ducks, geese, turkeys, and guinea fowl.
Every day and kiss them too. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
If you'd like to see more of us, please follow us on Instagram at Coffee with the Chicken Ladies. If you'd like to help us grow the podcast, please leave us a written review on Apple Podcasts. If you'd like to become a patron of the show, please visit our Patreon page, patreon.com/Coffee with the Chicken Ladies. Thanks for listening.